I absolutely urge you to read this book. This book is just... If you're looking for a dystopian fiction book, then let me suggest Fahrenheit 451, written by Ray Bradbury. This book takes place in the United States in the future, where books are an illegal commodity and firemen are actually setting houses and books on fire. And the main protagonist starts asking, why are we burning these books? This society is chasing after dopamine, hedonism, pleasure, and it is essentially the downfall to a society. I'm going to leave it at this. That is the very light synopsis. This book has to be read. You know, growing up, this was not on my curriculum at school. At one point, this was a banned book. You know, people did not want you to read this book, you know, and it's a testament to how powerful a book could be when it has an idea such as this. Fend for yourself. Think critically about what information you're consuming. Think critically about the actions that you are, conducting every day. It's an all-time classic. It's an all-time classic. One of the best books written in the 20th century in American literature. It has to be, and you will not regret reading this book. This freaking book is absolutely insane. Okay, your brain is gonna freaking melt. You're gonna be locked in. The first chapter is absolutely gold, absolute banger. Like I'm reading the words and I'm just like, holy fuck, this is nuts. It is considered one of the best dystopian fiction books ever created, alongside 1984. You read this book and you are going to be put into the mind of an author in the 50s, crying out warning signs of, hey, if we continue going after, bigger screens for TVs, our attention spans are going to shorten. Our society is going to degrade because we're not interacting with the ideas of the past. We are forgetting history. And it is just a fantastic read. And it is so apropos with what we are today as a society. You know, everybody has a phone. Everybody is using some sort of social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that stuff. And it's just incredible. Like you need to experience the absolute shock factor of reading the first chapter of this book and just like recognizing the scary parallels this book has with modern society, where people are not reading as much as they used to. And maybe the society that, Ray Bradbury has envisioned is not necessarily where we are at right now, but maybe further down the line. It's a fundamental read as a human being. Like, when you're talking about some of the fundamental reads, everybody in the world needs to read this book because it's so impactful. This book certainly is an absolute must read, and everyone in the world needs to read it because it's dystopian fiction at its finest. It's literally about government trying to control its society, trying to control its citizens and make them dumb so that they can make decisions without any pushback. And nowadays, we are seeing threads of this around the world. This book, again, it challenges you to think for yourself, make your own opinions on things, and do not take things into information that you read as gospel. For me, a 5-star book is a book that has has very memorable characters, a plot that's really fun and engaging. I don't normally think about the themes all that much for books, but when the themes are so prevalent that I'm thinking about how this story relates to the real world as I am reading the words, absolutely insane. The atmosphere, absolutely insane. The It's fantastic. This is a 5-star book, a 10 on 10 read all day long. And to me, it is worth rereading almost once a year. I finished reading this book and I wanted to reread the first chapter again just to understand it more. And I have not felt like that with any other book. And I am early in my reading journey, but I'm telling you, if you haven't read this book, just do it, man. It's worth picking up a new copy. As someone who really likes buying used books, it is worth the money. It is absolutely worth the money. Life-changing book. Buy it, borrow it, get your hands on it. You will be changed. You will not regret it. This book is just filled with so many interesting ideas that Ray Bradbury masterfully weaves into this book. It is an absolute masterpiece, and you will not regret reading this book. 50,000 words is its length, and you are going to certainly love it. It is action-packed. It is certainly a mind bender in some sense, with the main character really, he's really growing as a person. He's changing throughout the book, and that comes with hardship. And man, it is such a beautiful book to read. And to me, it's probably the best book I've ever read in my life. And that's, I might not be saying much right now, but I've just never felt some of these emotions of like shock when I'm reading, a shorter novel. When you're reading old books, regardless, if the author is alive or not, the book lasts forever. You are interacting with the ideas of someone who has lived in a time way before you in some cases. If you're reading, Greek philosophy, for example, if you're reading Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, you're interacting with the ideas, the thoughts of a man way gone. He is dust. And this book is, one of its goals is attempting to recognize that books are special, because at the end of the day, they are physical objects that have ideas inside them, and you can always go back to them, reread them, and think about them at your leisure, at your pace, and really make your own judgments on whether or not you like the content. I absolutely urge you to read this book. This book is just amazing. It is just fantastic. So let me know if you plan on reading this book, or if you've already read it and you just wanted to see what I say about it. Let me know in the comments below. If you have any book recommendations, let me know. I'm always, putting things on some kind of list. And if you liked the video, give me a like. And if you really, really liked the video, please consider subscribing. We're always talking about interesting novels here, bigger reading topics, and of course, Stephen King. We're getting through the catalog. So thank you very much.